Hello everybody, it is Clara. I'm very excited to introduce to you the first episode of my new weekly series. I am going to be writing and saying love letters to certain groups of people. And so the first letter today is a love letter to the girls who have never been the first choice. That is you. Also to the girls, also to anybody, but this is just kind of a little bit of a girly series, quote unquote. So this is just a love letter to anybody who has never been the first choice. And I want to start by saying hi. Me neither. Yeah, I think I have never really been the first choice for anybody either. Like, I remember like high school specifically a lot. I was definitely the person, or at least I feel like I was the person where I was kind of like, everybody knew who I was, and I was kind of the person like everybody loved, quote unquote. But I spent my entire high school career not having any real friends. Like, I could not text anybody for anything. Like, nobody wanted to hang out. Nobody, I was never the person that anybody would just drop everything for and, text or go on call with, or definitely not see me. Like, I only saw, people at school, and, we were friends, but, I quickly realized that I was never anybody's first choice. And I think it's really hard because a lot of the time, I feel like I was always there for everybody else, and I feel like that happens a lot with the people who are never the first choice, is you're just kind of everybody's backup. I was the person that, anybody could talk to, anytime you can bother me. I remember people texting me or, calling me at, 3 in the morning, and I would be on the phone with them, making sure they were okay. And it's when you're never the first choice, like I said, you kind of are that backup, and that people just go to because they know, oh, she'll answer, she'll be that person, and they never are there for you. And it's kind of easy to fall into this pattern of constantly self-sabotage a little bit. It's very draining because you're giving all of yourself to everybody. I am definitely I might have mentioned this before, but one of those mirror ball type characters in society where I change everything about my personality to fit in. You could talk to 10 different people from the school that I went to, and they would probably all tell you if you asked them about what I was like, you would get 10 different versions of me, and none of them are lying to you, because I would act accordingly to what I wanted, or to what people wanted me to act like. And, it was kind of I am giving 100% of myself to this version, and 100% of myself to this version, and 100% of myself to this version. And it's just this constant cycle of you're always giving everything of yourself to everybody, and nobody is ever giving you even 5% because they don't. It's very easy to feel like nobody cares, and well, sometimes you just have to pat yourself on the back and kind of say, you know what, they actually don't care. And that is kind of the point that I wanted to make with this when I was thinking about this, because this, like I said, was me. And there kind of was a point where I had to accept the fact that none of these people are my friends. If anybody is ever making you feel like you're hard to be around, or if you're ever wondering if somebody actually likes you, chances are they don't. Because when you find those real friends who would drop everything for you and put you first, you will never feel like do they like me? Like, because now I am fortunate enough to have found very few, but a couple friends where like when I talk to them, I'm never like, oh my god, do they like me? Like, am I being this way enough? Am I being this way enough? You know, and like, yeah, with all those like different personalities and stuff, it was like really hard to even, when I came out of high school, I literally didn't know who I was because I couldn't remember which version of myself was actually the real me. And to be perfectly honest, I still don't really know. Like every single day, I swear I wake up and sometimes like my personality changes day to day, just kind of based on, yeah, what I'm feeling like or where I'm going or something. And I like truly still am having a hard time figuring out those puzzle pieces of like who I actually am and who I was before I felt the need to do this. And if you're in that same spot, we're in this together. Like we're getting better. And yeah, sometimes people, like, sometimes you do have to just kind of sit back and like tell yourself, as much as it sucks to hear it, that they don't care about you. And I don't say that because I like am trying to upset you or anything like that. I'm saying it because in order to stop doing that, you need to like realize that they don't care about you. Because if somebody cared about you, they would never be making you feel like you weren't the first choice. They would never be making you feel like you can't call them and talk to them whenever you need to. And they would never be like making you feel like you need to constantly be here for them. Like, when you're not the first choice, it's very easy to feel like if you aren't, like, if you don't answer the call when they call, are they still gonna call you tomorrow? Like, are they still gonna need you? Are they still gonna be your friend tomorrow if you don't answer this call right now? It's very easy to like fall into like, yeah, the trap of like, I need to be there every single time they need me because otherwise they're not gonna like me anymore. And like, yeah, maybe they won't, but I think that's kind of the first step, is like realizing that that's not your friend. And you should not be putting yourself through that. Like, you shouldn't be feeling that way, allowing people to treat you like that. And the other nice thing about not being anybody's first choice, the best thing about never being the first choice, and the worst thing about never being anybody's first choice, is that you get to be your own first choice. That was like one of the hardest things for me when I was like kind of realizing that this was happening to me, and when I finally really did have the realization that, wow, I am nobody's first choice. Like, nobody is gonna come for me. It was like really hard for me to like let go of them and put myself first. But seriously, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to be just selfish. Like, when you're nobody's first choice, you have to be the person that puts yourself first. You have to be the person that is like, you know what? No, me first. If you don't want to answer the call because you don't feel like it, don't answer it. Block them. Don't text them back. Put yourself first. You're having a self-care night. Go, if like you're that type of person, seriously, start making small choices every day that are putting yourself first. Whether that be making yourself like a fun drink, or going to get yourself a fun drink, having a self-care night, taking a bath, watching a movie that you've really been wanting to watch but nobody will watch with you. Do it yourself. Like, the first step to like becoming the first choice is by being your own first choice. And it's really hard at first, especially when you're kind of in this pattern of always having yourself take the back seat to the point where you don't even know who you are anymore or what being the first choice feels like. But just something small every single day that is for you and for you only. That is just completely selfish and couldn't possibly be for anybody else. You need to do that. I started doing this and now I am the most selfish bitch on planet Earth. Like, I felt like I was never anybody's first choice. And now I don't give a shit if I'm your first choice, because if I'm not your first choice, I'm not talking to you anymore. Because like, I'm literally to the point where I've gotten so selfish that if it's not like princess treatment for me, I'm not accepting it. Like, you know, the second I literally sniff out any hint of like disrespect, I am no longer speaking to you. Like, you are no longer in my circle. It's amazing. It's freeing. Like, at first, like, it kind of sucked, but now it's like the best thing ever. And yeah, like I said, that's kind of the shitty news, is that it is going to be scary and it is going to suck at first. And it is like, it's horrible. And I'm so sorry that if you aren't like nobody's first choice, first of all, I'm so sorry. Like, we are tight like this. We're in the same boat. And it sucks that you should have to be the person that puts yourself first because nobody else will. But the amazing thing is you are also the best person. Like, all of the energy that you have been giving to everybody else, you are going to be that friend for yourself. Like, think about how amazing you are. And the fact that you do answer the calls and you do like give the hugs and everything like that. You are going to be that friend for yourself. Like, you get to, so now you are the first choice. You get to have those hugs all the time and cancel the plans and, you know, always have somebody to talk to because it's you. Like, you are the first choice now, and it's because you're putting yourself first. And that's like the greatest thing that you can find, is getting to that point where you're just like I literally was my best friend. Like, for the rest of high school, I was my best friend. I was my favorite person to be around. I love being by myself. It's amazing. Like, now I don't feel like I need all of this outside validation, which it can feel really hard and like fall into that hole when you are nobody's first choice, because you start to like wonder if you're the problem. But the thing is, you're not the problem. You have never been the problem, because you are the amazing friend. Like, if you're not the first choice, it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with the fact that the person you're talking to is a piece of shit. They suck. Like, they're the friend that sucks. And like, really think about that when you're doing this. Like, you're not the first choice. Well, wow, do I really want to be friends with this person if they don't answer my calls, don't answer my texts, never like hang out with me, never offer a hug when I'm feeling down? What a shitty person. But you are the best person. That's the amazing thing about never being the first choice, is you really get to sit back and realize that you actually are the first choice. And you actually are the best. And that's, I think, like, the big point here, is that if you have never been the first choice, it isn't because you're the problem. It is because you are everything in this world that's good. Like, if you're that type of person, I love you so much. And like I said, I've been there too. And it's very, very hard to feel like, you know, nobody wants you. Bibs, I will always put you first. It's me and you right here. We are the first choice. Like, if you feel like you have nobody, I am here. You can always come into my comment section and talk to me. I do comment back. I do look at them. If you feel like you are not the first choice, I'm here. I've been in your boat, but you are the first choice. You are the shooting star. You are everybody's favorite person to be around. And you get to put yourself first. And that's the amazing part. I love you all so much.